Oh, right, guys, we are going to be reacting to 91-year-old man has no idea. Police about to arrest his ass. Which I mean, for murder. That's
come over
crazy,
here.
man.
What's going on? Let me see your keys. All right, turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Wait. What is this? You're being detained right now, okay?
No way. Era proprio that. Oh my gosh.
His name is
It's
Polino.
rare to see an old man exercising in an interrogation room. What's even rarer is watching him ignore his right to remain silent.
Damn, deleted somebody, man.
Son of
For
the
what?
emergency, what are you reporting?
Yeah, I'm reporting regarding my coworker. She didn't show up for work for last 2 days, and then my work called me because I live close to her to go check her house, and I came here and I'm knocking at the door. She didn't answer the phone, and then I just slightly pressed the door. The door opened, and she is sitting on the chair, and there her face is all black spots on her face. I got scared and came out. I don't know if she's alive or
Wow.
we need emergency medical help, please.
Okay, what is the address where you are right now, ma'am? Thank you so much. Let me make sure that I get the correct location, okay? Is that a house or an apartment?
No, it's the house.
This is
Has she
creepy as
moved
hell.
at all? Is she moving at all?
I just went inside and I just came out.
Does she feel like she's passed away?
There's some weirdos in this life, man.
Hello, San Jose Police? Hello? San Jose Police? She's probably gonna be 1055.
What's that?
Karen.
This is Anthony Ayo. He's just arrived at the home of his 67-year-old stepdaughter, Karen Navarra, where she was found dead. Inside the house, Karen was discovered seated at her dining room table. Blood was found on the table, on the floor, splattered across the counter, and even on the curtains. She had a deep cut across her neck, and a kitchen knife had been placed in her hand.
Wow.
To someone seeing the scene for the first time, it could have appeared as though Karen had taken her own life. Outside the house, Anthony Ayo struggled to understand what had happened, but his demeanor told a different story. He appeared unusually unconcerned, despite just learning that his stepdaughter was dead.
We're going to leave everything the way it is right now, okay?
Good idea.
Yeah,
What the hell?
we don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out, so, yeah.
The Sicilian thing kicked in, I guess.
Yeah, family member, yeah.
I live right here on 34th of November. I visit
Okay,
in case you have any questions or whatever.
okay, yeah. Did someone already talk to you and get your
the lady
information?
From, what name was?
From the coroner?
Yeah.
From the
yeah,
coroner
yeah.
talked to you?
Talk to you already?
Okay,
Yeah, she just left.
okay.
I thought I'd be come and check the mail.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna leave everything the way it is for now, and then maybe you can come back maybe later on tonight or something, because the detectives might need it, just to make sure.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I understand.
Yeah.
I've been around.
Yeah.
Yeah. See that mail, then we're not going to come away for any reason anyway. So
Yeah. Okay, and then you guys haven't come inside the house at all, right?
no.
No. Okay. All right. Just.
No.
Okay.
There you go. This is where he messed up already. There's probably cameras.
Do you have?
Huh? When's the last time you saw her?
Friday, I brought her pizza and cookies.
What time was that?
I think it was around 3 o'clock, like I told that lady over there. Yeah,
Okay.
Damn, man.
I was here for it.
Anthony told investigators the last time he'd seen Karen was a few days earlier when he brought her pizza. At the time, this detail seemed insignificant, but it would soon become crucial. However, when officers spoke with Karen's friend Amber, the first person to arrive at the scene, it became clear that Karen would never have taken her own life.
She was my coworker for the past 27 years.
I'm sorry.
And then she was supposed to work yesterday. She didn't. She always calls. She didn't show up. And then today my coworker called me and see, oh, Amber, do you know where she lives? Can you go check on her? I said, yeah. I said, I will go now.
Okay. No, that's okay. Those two are enough. So you guys worked together and she didn't show up to work yesterday?
Yes. What was yesterday? Tuesday, right? No, yesterday
Wednesday.
was Wednesday, yeah. So I was supposed to work 9 and she was supposed to work whatever shift, I don't know.
So when was the last time she went to work? Tuesday?
No. I guess she was off.
Karen hadn't shown up for work in several days. And
wow.
coworkers assumed she was off duty. But when it was time for her to return and she missed 2 more days, something completely out of character, Amber decided to check on her at the apartment.
It's now.
Okay.
So I can go home and check the schedule if you want.
Okay, so she didn't come to work yesterday. And did you try to call her?
My coworkers. I mean,
okay,
of course.
But just you.
No.
Okay, that's fine. So you came over here today just to kind of check up on her,
Yes,
yeah?
I first tried to call her from my home.
Today?
Yes.
Okay.
So just maybe.
What time did you try call? So when you came here, so you tried calling at about 5. You got here about 9. About 5. You got here about 5:15. About.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, and then did you see anything unusual about the front door, about the house, anything?
No, I did not see unusual. Actually, I was so worried that instead of coming here, I went to that house. And I parked there. And then I said, hey, wait a minute, that's not the house. This is the house. So I came here and I asked the neighbor before I entered the house if he could help me, but he seemed like in a rush. So he said, sorry, ma'am, I cannot. And then we drove. Okay. Yeah.
Was the front door open?
No, not at that time.
Was it locked?
It wasn't locked. It was unlocked.
It was unlocked. Okay,
But
nothing
it wasn't open.
unlocked.
So
but closed.
But closed, yes.
Okay.
And so I got worried because I was banging on the door and I was saying, Karen. And then I out, yes, the door was unlocked, so I went in.
She had the victim phone name and date.
Yeah, I'll get that. I'll run it out right now. I'll take care of herself. What's her full name?
Her full name is Navarro. Last name is Navarro.
Nava.
RRO.
Okay, and what's the first?
Karen.
With it Karen?
Yes.
What's the date of birth?
I don't know.
After securing the crime scene, investigators noticed several things that didn't add up. Karen had multiple wounds on her head and face, deep cuts that appeared to have been inflicted by a heavy weapon, not the kitchen knife found in her hand. The blood splatter patterns also contradicted a suicide. Blood was spread throughout the area in a way that suggested violence and a struggle, not a calm, self-inflicted act. There were no signs of staging. Dresser drawers had been pulled out and scattered across the floor, creating the appearance of a robbery. Soon after, the medical examiner confirmed what detectives already suspected. Karen Navarra could not have inflicted these injuries on herself. That raised a troubling question. Who would want to kill Karen? She was a quiet woman who largely kept to herself. Still, investigators noticed a few details that stood out. On the kitchen counter sat a plate with 4 slices of pizza wrapped in aluminum foil, and on Karen's left wrist, she was wearing a Fitbit Alta HR, a fitness tracker that monitors heart rate, movement, and sleep. Detectives immediately recognized its potential value. If the device had been connected to the internet, it could reveal exactly when Karen died and possibly lead him to her killer.
And who did you talk to?
Talked to a coroner's office representative.
Okay. Was that Miss Wheeler?
Her card.
Whelan? Andrea?
Right now, detectives are in the house of Anthony to speak with him and his wife. After days of piecing together the information and timeline, something seems off and strange.
What's happened? I understand that Miss Whelan has talked to you. Unfortunately, we're in the position sometimes to inform people of circumstances that we don't necessarily want to inform them of. There's definitely no script for telling people this, but unfortunately, we think that someone else is probably responsible for her passing.
I know that.
That's why we're here.
I know.
Sergeant Montenay and I work in the homicide unit. We are charged with finding out what happened, getting to the truth, and figuring out who did what.
Yeah.
We're going to ask you a lot of questions.
Please do.
Okay.
Karen had worked as a pharmacy technician at the Regional Medical Center of San Jose for an incredible 45 years. Her coworkers described her as dedicated and reliable. She kept to herself mostly, lived alone, and wasn't in any romantic relationship. Yet, the only person Karen regularly saw was her stepfather.
She never mentioned a problem with a neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has she ever been a victim of a crime? Like
No.
somebody breaking into her home?
No, not as far as I know.
Mail theft? Never talked about her mail being stolen or anything?
We did.
You guys were victims of that?
He's laughing he's laughing, man. He's psychotic. He's just laughing. What the hell
All I
is
know
going on
is
with
that
her?
we didn't talk a lot, but if I needed anything, she was here in 2 seconds, and vice versa.
He's laughing. This is like
Yeah.
a joke or something, man.
So, Tony, getting back to that Saturday,
Sorry about the mixed up day.
that's okay.
Well, that's all right.
Okay. We just want, that's why we're here, to make absolutely sure.
Absolutely.
So, on Saturday specifically, when
Anthony later changed his story, saying he saw Karen on Saturday, September 8th, not Friday as he initially claimed, raising immediate red flags.
There you go.
That
That's
date
him.
was 5 days before her body was found. He said he brought her homemade pizza around 3 p.m. Anthony also claimed that later that day, he saw Karen drive past his house, wave at him, and that someone else was in the car, though he couldn't identify who. While detectives interviewed family members and neighbors, they were also working to retrieve data from Karen's Fitbit. After obtaining a search warrant, they contacted Fitbit's headquarters to access all records from her device. Karen's Fitbit Alta HR did more than track steps. It continuously monitored her heart rate. Because the evidence was connected via Bluetooth to a computer in her home, the data was uploaded to Fitbit servers in real time. That meant the device recorded Karen's final moments, right up until her heart stopped. The data revealed something critical. On September 8th at 3:20 p.m., Karen's heart rate suddenly spiked, indicating extreme stress or physical struggle. Just 8 minutes later, at 3:28 p.m., her heart rate dropped sharply and then stopped entirely. This established her time of death as September 8th. Not September 13th, when her body was discovered. Karen had been dead in the house for 5 days. More importantly, that window aligned perfectly with Anthony Ayo's claim that he was at her home delivering pizza. To confirm his presence, detective turned to surveillance footage through a Ring camera from the neighborhood.
There we go. This is right here, man. This thing right here has saved so many cases, man. The Ring camera from the neighbor, right here.
Detectives captured the intersection of the road and Karen's driveway. At 2:58 p.m., the driveway was empty. But at 3:12 p.m., a small dark gray compact car, consistent with a Toyota Corolla, appeared. Subsequent clips at 3:14, 3:19, 3:21, and 3:33 p.m. showed the vehicle was still parked there. And then, by 3:35 p.m., the vehicle was gone. Karen's mother later confirmed that she and Anthony owned a dark gray 2007 Toyota Corolla. and that Anthony was driving it that day. Surveillance placed his car at Karen's home from 3:12 p.m. until at least 3:33 p.m., covering the exact window when Karen's heart rate spiked and then stopped. Detectives then examined Anthony's claim that Karen later drove past his house with someone else in the car. Surveillance near his residence told a different story. Cameras covering the only entrance and exit showed no sign of Karen's vehicle appearing that day.
Wow.
At this point, detectives knew Anthony was the prime suspect and that he'd been lying all along. An arrest warrant was obtained, and on September 25th, 2018, Anthony was arrested.
Police, come over here.
Hi.
All right, come over here.
What's going on?
Let me see your keys. All right, turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
Wait, what is
Hold on.
this?
You're being detained right now, okay?
For what?
That position is uncomfortable.
Cover, go for it, Okay, copy.
No weapons or anything on you, sir?
No, I got a radio and my wallet.
Okay.
What's cooking it?
The case officer here is going to explain to you what's going on, okay?
Okay.
We'll have him talk to you here in a second.
Yo, you had to be, I don't know, he's kind of Italian kind of guy. Imagine he was part of the mafia or something. I'm just putting that out there. I don't know. Because just to do something like that's crazy.
I don't know.
He's laughing
Anthony
too.
was taken to the station for interrogation, but detectives were not prepared for what they were about to encounter.
What have you, because I didn't want to come in here half-cocked. I wanted to kind of understand, have you understand what we found. So one of the things that I wanted to let you know about was some video camera footage that was found. Fortunately for us, Karen Street has a lot of video cameras out in front of houses. There's one on the street that shows your car parked in the driveway. Now, the first time that it shows is right about 3:13 on the 8th. Would that be consistent with the time that you believe that you got there? Saturday the 8th.
You know, I don't operate on watches.
Okay.
He's still laughing, bro. Like,
If that's what it shows.
It shows a dark gray car parked in the driveway, and it's the same shape, model as your wife's. Because you drove that car over there, right?
All the time.
So I was looking at it, and it shows 3:13 in the afternoon on Saturday.
That I got there.
That you were there, okay? It also shows that car leaving at 3:33. Okay, so you're there for about 20 minutes, same car. That same day that you said that you were over there. So that was at 3:33. Now, I'm no math wizard, but that tells me you were there for about 20 minutes, which is fine.
Like I said, I haven't know it through it too. I don't.
Okay. But you would agree with me when I say nobody was with you. You
Yeah.
left, she walked out to the door with you and closed the door, and you walked and you left. That's consistent with what the video shows. That's all fine.
Detectives presented the surveillance footage to Anthony, carefully watching his reaction as they walked him through the evidence. Then they introduced something even more damaging, the data from Karen's Fitbit Alta HR.
I don't.
Do you know if Karen wore a watch?
I don't.
I will tell you this. When we found Karen, Karen was wearing what's called a Fitbit. Do you know what a Fitbit is? Okay. A Fitbit, you probably heard about it. It's like a watch. It has the same functions as a watch. It tells you the date and time. But with technology and the way it's working today, a lot of people want to try to stay fit and stay active, right?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Well, the Fitbit is designed to monitor your step count. You ever heard about like step counters, a pedometer? Something that counts your steps? As you walk?
I heard about it, but...
Okay. Well, her
I do believe he's kind of lost, to be honest.
Fitbit has a step counter built into it.
Oh, nice.
And it also has a heart rate monitor built into it.
That's better yet.
Not bad. So they've got pretty good technology built into them. Well, when the coroner did Karen's autopsy, they noticed that she was wearing one.
It's good.
When they pulled it off of her,
It's good.
we could see that the battery was still
What an
working.
idiot.
Which is good, because that
Oh,
means the
absolutely.
data is still there. When we got to a point in the investigation where we were trying to figure out what happened to Karen, based on what you had told us, we took that Fitbit and we actually had it analyzed. We had it analyzed for any movement that occurred. I will tell you this, that the movement stopped on the 8th of September, that same day that you went over to visit her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'll also tell you that the heart rate monitor indicated when she passed.
Oh.
The heart rate monitor indicated that she passed at 328.
And I was at 328.
You were there at 328.
Uh-oh.
So Tony, this is kind of my concern. You were there at 313. You left at 333.
Mm-hmm.
But her heart rate went to 0 at 328 in the afternoon. We need to know what happened.
What can I tell you? I have no way to tell you anything. If I was there that long, I don't remember. That's it. I have no answer.
You don't have an answer?
No. Why would I have an answer?
What do they call it? Costa Nostra?
My main issue or
Whatever
main
they call
concern
it.
is that you left after she was already dead.
Huh?
I want to make sure that you understand exactly what I'm saying.
No, she was alive when I left.
Here's another issue that I have, Tony, and I want to kind of put this out there for you. You said that she started eating pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Pieces of that pizza were on the floor underneath her. She was actually eating it at the time, which tells me that she probably didn't come back to the door with you because of the way the heart rate showed. So what it showed normal for a period of time. Then all of a sudden it jumped up and then dropped down to 0, which tells me that there was a brief moment where she was probably struggling, and then it dropped off to 0.
No, she came to the door. I know that.
She probably answered the door. I totally agree with you.
And she came in, closed the door when I left.
The problem is, Tony, that's not what the timeline shows. The data isn't lying. That's my concern.
Uh-oh.
Now, I want you to understand something. Your wife has also been told what's going on. She's a wreck.
Well, I can imagine.
She's been told why you're here. She's been told that you've been arrested.
Oh yeah, I want to be informed. What's cooking?
What's cooking?
We need to understand why things occurred in the order that they did. Because based on the information that we have, and I'm not blowing smoke up your butt, you know, you've been around the block long enough to know. You showed up at 313. The Fitbit, or the little heart rate monitor, showed that she was deceased at 328. You left at 333. That's chronologically.
So makes me guilty.
I'm not here to determine guilt or innocence. I'm here to figure out what happened.
I'm the guy that I'm guilty.
Do you see the problem with that?
Anthony knew he'd been caught. The evidence placed him at the scene during the exact window when Karen died. Still, like many suspects,
he's not stupid, though. He's not stupid.
He denied any involvement.
I don't know what to tell you.
Well, that's what I'm trying to figure out, Tony.
That's something I would never do in my lifetime. Never. I would think I'd do a thing like that.
We're trying to figure out what happened to Karen.
Mm-hmm.
You left after she was already dead. Why would you leave after she was already dead?
No.
You've already told us before that you were the only person there.
Yeah.
You
told
told
that
us.
I know in that room. Oh, in that room, yes. You betcha.
So what happened to Karen?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Oh, man. He's
Tony,
I have an answer.
I
not
want you to
stupid.
understand something. Maybe there's always reasons for things that occur. I get it. Okay?
I loved her to death.
You might have loved her to death, but whatever you did led to her death.
Not me, my friend. Never in the world I would think anything like that. Never.
Tony, she was dead when you left the house. We can prove that.
Not when I was there.
Yo, you need to get a lawyer, old dude. You need to get a lawyer, man. At this point, bro.
How was that, my friend?
I know that technology is somewhat hard to grasp for a person who's 90 years old, okay? And I get it, because technology and me, we're not friends. But I do understand the data that's given to me by people that are smarter than me. All right? I have to rely on people that understand all this magical stuff that goes on. I watched the video. I saw your car at 3:13. I saw your car not there at 3:33. And we've made sure that those times are absolutely dead on accurate because I had my concerns. I wanted to make absolutely sure I was doing the right thing, that I was going and talking to the right people, specifically you. Because once we found out that she had passed by 3:28, I knew we had a problem. And that's why you're here with me. I'm not going to blow smoke.
No.
I don't want you to.
Yeah, we don't
I
want
want you
you.
to have a clear understanding of what we
I
know.
don't. It's something I would never do. Never. I don't care if somebody could have been into another room or elsewhere or whatever. I have no idea.
But Tony, you
I have
told
an
us
answer. I don't have any answer.
you told us you walked out, walked to your car, and just drove home.
Yeah, I did.
She was dead for 5 minutes before you even left the house. At a minimum, actually a minimum of 5 minutes, because at 3:35 your car is not there. So a maximum of 7 minutes, minimum of 5. That's what it boils down to. So you were there for a period of time. I want you to understand that.
Yep.
It's not up for debate. It's not something that I can make up.
Oh, of course not.
So I'm trying to understand why the things happened.
I didn't do it. Never,
I have a couple of different theories here. Okay. As to why.
Never.
Okay, well, hear me out here. I have a couple of different working theories. One is you needed it for money.
One is what?
You were involved in this for money. I don't think that's the case. I think you guys are doing okay.
We don't need.
I think you guys are doing okay.
We are.
My main concern is the second possibility. You know, you're kind of a spry guy.
Spry
you're
guy?
in good shape, still go to the gym. Your wife is elderly.
Yeah,
she's in a walker.
92.
I don't know. You know, maybe you're just over there looking for comfort. I don't know. Because after talking to your wife,
What kind of comfort?
The guys talked to your wife. The other investigators did. They talked to your wife. And she remarked that you rarely go over there.
Wow.
She what?
Remarked that you rarely go over there. But for some reason today you brought her, or that day, you brought her a pizza. By the time you would have gotten home, parked your car in front of your house, she was already deceased. She was already dead. She had been killed.
There could have been somebody in the house.
But Tony, you were there. You were physically there in the house at the time.
I mean, hiding in the other room or something after I left or whatever.
Okay, Tony, you're missing the main concern that I have. You are inside the house when she is dead. When her heart rate goes to 0, you are inside the house. How can you explain that?
You guys think that the detective is doing a good job? Maybe the detective needs to go to different angles and see whether or not he can comply better.
I have no explanation.
Tony, do you think that's going to fly?
I don't think so.
I have no answer whatsoever in that situation.
According to court documents, Karen suffered multiple chop wounds to her head and upper body. Deep injuries consistent with a heavy weapon, possibly a hatchet or axe. Her throat was slit after she was
probably this dude was very
already dead.
Mafioso
and a knife was then
guy,
placed in her hand to stage the scene as a suicide. The level of violence pointed to intense rage, leaving detectives with one troubling question. What could have driven a 90-year-old man to attack his stepdaughter so brutally?
If you were in my position, what would you do?
I have no idea what would I do.
If you were a policeman and you were given those same set of circumstances, would you be looking at you? If you were in my shoes, would you be very concerned about your involvement?
Well, of course I'd be very concerned.
That's why I'm here talking to you.
Well, naturally.
So how do I explain that she's already dead by the time you leave?
I have no idea.
Yeah, see, the detective needs to do a better job.
That had nothing to do with it. I mean, nothing. She was alive when I left. Whether that watch worthwhile or not, or whatever the situation is, I don't know.
Okay.
She came and closed the door. She came and threw little roses
Is there any
at the door.
Is there any reason for Karen's blood to be in your car?
Blood?
Blood.
Well, I don't know.
Because there was a lot of blood left around when the person caved in her head. And I believe that person was you.
In the car?
I believe that you are responsible for killing her.
You are kidding.
When investigators executed a search warrant at Anthony's home at Mira Vista Circle, the findings were damning. In the master bedroom closet, they found a pair of men's pants with red and brown stains on the knees. In the garage, they discovered a camouflage jacket with blood splatter on the front and a blood-stained t-shirt. There was also clear evidence that someone had attempted to clean blood from the garage. Lab testing confirmed the blood belonged to Karen Navarra. Even so, Anthony continued to deny any role in her death.
Explain to me why not.
Explain to you that's something I didn't do.
Explain to me why I should not be looking at you as the person responsible. Give me an explanation. I'm trying to figure out myself. I don't have an explanation, my good friend. I don't have an explanation. Believe me. I don't know how did these things happen. Who and what.
He's
I
wrong,
know
man.
that I did not do that.
How do you know that?
How do I know that? Because she came and closed the door to me. She walked with me.
But the pizza never made it to the front door.
The pizza's supposed to make it to the front door?
The pizza wasn't found by the front door.
Well, I don't know where the pizza was found. Where was the pizza found? I left it in the corner.
Yeah, it was right next to her.
And next to the cookies.
Right,
The
exactly.
pizza and the cookies.
You remember that little diagram you showed me? Or that you drew me?
Yeah.
She was found right there.
Oh.
Dead. With her head caved in.
Oh, okay.
No, my friend.
Yes. I'm telling you. She was.
I'm not saying that I'm not believing you, but I have nothing to do with it. No way in the world I will do a thing like that to her. Or anybody.
You imagine if he was correct?
No reason whatsoever.
So how do I explain these missing minutes?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
So do I just write down, Tony has no idea, these 5 minutes just went into Never Never Land? How do I explain it, Tony?
I don't know.
I do.
Well, of course you do, but I don't.
Well, that's why I'm trying to lay it out for you so you have a clear understanding. She was dead by the time you left the house.
She was alive when I left. She came and closed the door behind me. She gave me 2 little roses, and I'm gone. And I brought to Mama. That's it.
So you got back into your car, and you drove right out of there and went home.
Right on.
Okay.
I didn't go any other
You
place.
said she was eating the pizza at the table, right? She was eating the
Right,
pizza.
right up. As soon as I opened up, she grabbed that pizza, started eating it.
Okay. And then when you got up and she walked you to the door, did she have the pizza in her hand? Or
Well,
what
I don't know if she had a piece in her hand or not. I was in front of her, and she wasn't behind
Oh,
me.
an interesting question.
Okay. Well, you get to the front door and you turn around and say goodbye to
Nice
her?
question.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Did she have the pizza in her hand? Is she eating it?
No, didn't notice.
You didn't notice?
No.
Okay.
She could have left it by the corner, come and close the door, or she could have had it to her other hand, and then
And then she walked back over to the
Well,
table, I'm assuming?
I'm already outside going to the car.
Okay, but she started walking back that way after she closed the door?
I heard the door close, yes.
Okay. And you didn't hear anything? You didn't hear any noises? You didn't hear her voice
No.
talking to anybody? And you got back into your car and you left?
And that's it.
Okay. And you were wearing those exact same clothes?
Yeah.
Those sweats right there?
Yeah.
And those shoes?
No shoes.
And that shirt right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Tony, you just gotta understand from our point of view, like my partner said, everything we do has to add up. There's no, fairy,
No.
What do you call it? The secret, the tooth fairy that comes in,
Yeah, I understand.
plans stuff and
Yeah.
does everything has to add up. It has to all line up. And what we're telling you is it doesn't line up based on what we have. It shows you there at the house when her heart stopped beating. So it'd be kind of odd that you would not notice that her heart stopped beating, that she happened to have her head caved in, because she was beat violently.
She was perfect. Good shape when I left.
Okay, well, it just doesn't add up to us. And like I said, unless the tooth fairy came in after.
I don't know what to tell you.
We're hoping you could tell us something.
I can make her dead, but she's alive when I'm there. And when I left.
Exactly.
That's all I could do. That's all I know. That's all that happened. I have no other answer.
Yo, he's well trained. I'm sorry. He's well trained. He knows what he's doing, though.
You have a clothes
Golly,
hamper
man.
at the house.
Hamper?
Clothes hamper where you put dirty clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They found a shirt real similar to the one that you're wearing now, except it doesn't have as many stripes in it. It's got blood all over the front of it. It's this one here.
No.
Yeah, that's your shirt in your house. Here's the other problem. In that same hamper, there's another white T-shirt. It looks like the same T-shirt that you're wearing there.
Yeah.
That you're wearing right now.
V-shape.
See those blood spots on the front? They've already tested it. They already tested it.
That's a blood spot there?
Yeah. They already tested it, and they said it came back as blood.
Hmm.
How did that get there?
He's
Tony,
good,
that's
man.
your shirt. It's the same T-shirt that I can
He's
see
so
peeking
good.
out over the top of your.
I have no idea. That's for blood? My blood or what?
That is blood. It's blood on the
blood?
shirts.
Whose blood is it?
That's what we're going to find out. So here's why I'm asking you a
lot of
very
times-
important question.
A lot of times I get cut and chopped and all that.
Yeah, Tony, I get that because I get the same way. But here's the problem, Tony.
Mm.
These are little teeny tiny spots all over the shirt. This shirt apparently has the same spots on the front. Now, given what we know, and given the splatter that we saw, I don't think you've seen these yet because this just came in hot off the press. Those spot patterns are probably the same spot patterns that we see at the scene. Now, here's what's going to happen, and I want to make sure that you understand this.
Mm-hmm.
These blood spots on these shirt, they tested presumptive positive, by the way. They're going to be compared at the Santa Clara County Crime Lab. There was blood taken from your stepdaughter.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to compare the blood on that T-shirt with your stepdaughter's. And here's what's going to happen, and I want you to understand this. Because these people are really freaking smart, okay? They have more degrees than I have fingers and toes. They're probably going to come back and say, this blood looks like Karen's. I would venture a guess, based on what I know. But here's your story. And I want you to understand this. I don't know what happened. She walked me to the door. But yet there's a T-shirt in your clothes hamper, your dirty clothes basket, that's got her blood on it. How are you going to explain that? Don't shake your head. You got to tell me.
I can't tell you. I don't know how to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't got blood in my T-shirt.
Tell me the truth. Tell me what happened.
He's
Because
good.
that's going to come back.
That's fine as Andy.
Tony,
Yo.
do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
I do. I do.
I mean, that's major.
I understand what you're saying. But that blood is on my T-shirt
Yeah.
that I had on.
And it's also on your shirt,
And the shirt.
your outer shirt, the same style that you're wearing there. And it's in your dirty clothes hamper.
I mean, he's good. You have to give it to him.
Good.
He's very good.
Well, who did?
How do I?
Oh,
Tony, are
okay.
you trying to protect someone? I mean,
No, I'm not trying to protect anybody.
Is
I'm
it-
saying the truth.
Is Adele involved?
Del?
Is she
What?
involved in this?
No.
Was she with you in the
No,
house?
of course not. I went alone.
Went along what?
She could hardly
Tony,
walk.
like I said, then you need to help us here. I mean, everything we are getting now is pointing towards you.
I could see that.
I know, and you're not stupid. You're actually pretty smart.
Yeah, he
Can
is.
You get it?
He is.
How you can't even explain
Damn.
this. You can't explain it. You're gonna bring no closure to this at all.
At this point,
Did
he
you
had to
guys
get
have
a
a
lawyer.
fight and you just got mad at her and that was it?
Never. Never like a man and never.
Well, Tony, how do you explain
never
all this stuff?
misunderstanding either.
How do you explain this?
I have no idea.
With Anthony still refusing to tell the truth, detectives ended the interview and left him alone in the room.
Bro.
What happened next was even more shocking.
Well, I know you already know. All right. I'll wait a second.
Be back in a couple minutes.
Please.
He's good, man. OG, man. He's an OG. He knows the rules. He knows, he's Italian. Sicilian. He looks very Sicilian, so I'm just assuming this.
No way. Can I go do that? Oh my gosh. Poor baby. I didn't do it.
Uh-oh.
Never. I don't know what happened.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
And he doesn't look like somebody that will commit something like that. But, again, you never know. He's just walking around like a crazy guy.
Anthony Ayo was charged with first-degree murder in the death of Karen Navarra and pleaded not guilty. While in custody, however, his health began to deteriorate. In August 2019, a criminal grand jury formally indicted him, and his trial was set to proceed. But his condition continued to worsen.
Wow.
On August 22nd, 2019, Anthony was transferred from the Santa Clara County Main Jail to a hospital due to complications from pre-existing health issues. On September 10th, 2019, at 6:12 p.m., Anthony Ayo was pronounced dead at Santa Clara Valley Medical Center. He was 91 years old.
Damn. So after all that, he just couldn't hold it. Trying to get away with murder like it's 1933. Yeah, but you know what's crazy? But, you got nothing on me, compa. Nothing. I mean, yeah, what's cooking? Art 2023 in India. That's crazy. The question's how many other people did that, old bastard. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, how many this Sicilian guy deleted? If he does this sort of thing at 91, guys know what he's done throughout his life. Yeah. Exactly. Usually people come down in their old age, so he must have been killing machine in his youth. Oof. All psychopaths are narcissists, but not all narcissists are psychopaths. And all narcissists get worse as they age. Ooh, really? Imagine when he was young, strong man. Strong man. Yeah, I'm telling you. He looks like that type of guy, man. That Sicilian thing just kicked in. Maybe that, I'm not saying a lot, but maybe that Sicilian thing just kicked in and he just missed it. I don't know, man. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next one.